While Venezuela mourns, questions are already being asked about how the country will move on. But despite the obvious esteem reserved for Hugo Chavez among parts of society, some analysts say it's far from certain that his successor will be from his camp.
I think Chavez's legacy will be, he will be remembered as the man who brought to Venezuela high hopes of political, economic and social change. And he was successful in keeping that hope alive. But he will also be remembered as the man who failed to bring Venezuela into a path of prosperity and progress. He will always be remembered as a man which, despite his charisma, his power, his influence, failed to strengthen Venezuela's democratic institution, tackle corruption and increase citizen security. Chavez will remain a divisive figure in Venezuela, and clearly he will continue influencing the political process, his shadow. Now, Maduro is going to be challenged from a social and economic point of view. The government recently announced a devaluation of the currency, and there are shortages of food, medicine, basic foods. And this is creating a very interesting dynamics at a moment where Venezuelans are seeing their purchasing capacity being affected. So I think the big question now is, will Venezuelans decide for the Chavismo to continue through the figure of Nicolás Maduro, or will Venezuelans look for a change in the image of Enrique Capriles, which clearly represents a more business-friendly approach and a move to the center?
Whether Venezuelans decide to stick with the socialist path of Hugo Chavez or head in a business direction, oil will continue to play a central role. The industry is the mainstay of the economy, and the country has the world's largest oil reserves.
For the oil sector, this is a key moment as well. The key oil players which are waiting and on hold on their investment plans for the oil-rich Orinoco belt are waiting to see which is going to be the leadership for Venezuela in the years to come. Now, increasing oil production is absolutely key for Venezuela and absolutely key for Maduro if he's to get elected and try to give continuity to Chavez's political process. Most of the social programs that were introduced by Chavez are not sustainable and will not survive an environment of decreasing oil prices.
Relations with the United States have been tense in recent years. The socialist Chavez was never afraid to challenge the US. Even after he died, Washington was accused of interfering in Venezuelan affairs. And yet, commercially, the two countries have always done a lot together.
Maduro will continue developing this nationalist, leftist, anti-US rhetoric, but when it comes to oil supplies, Venezuela will continue being very pragmatic, and the U.S. remains Venezuela's main trading partner.
Chavez ruled Venezuela for 14 years. Now the constitution says there must be a new vote within 30 days. But some politicians say the electoral authorities won't be ready in time, and Venezuela's future direction will have to wait.